Hey YouTube, welcome to another celebrity remembrance video. And yeah, I kind of stutter because this was originally going to be a celebrity birthday video, but sadly she died earlier this year. So yeah, this is a video dedicated to her, and for a good reason. You'll find out later, obviously. But yeah, sorry I wasn't here last year. I haven't made a video ever since that video for David Gassman. That last year was the 5th-year anniversary of my dad's death, so I didn't have the energy to even make videos at the time. So I'm not dead. No way. This channel's not going anywhere anytime soon. In fact, I do plan to make more videos in the future, including more celebrity birthday videos, and who knows, maybe more episodes of the M&S show, because a lot of episodes have been popping up in my mind lately. But right now, here's this video. So here we go. Today is March 4th, 2026, and that means it's the supposed birthday for Catherine O'Hara. She was in Nothing Personal as Audrey, Deadly Companion as Judith, Rock and Roll as Aunt Edith, After Hours as Gail, Heartburn as Betty, Beetlejuice, something I did hear a lot about, it's Delia Dietz, Dick Tracy. Yes, I'm going to be using that word, but it's just because it's a name. It's Texie Garcia, Betsy's Wedding as Gloria Henner, and Little Vegas as Lexi. But I know her for a lot of roles from back in the 90s mostly. The one role I recognize her the most, along with my family, including my dad, who didn't really like it, was Home Alone and Home Alone 2, which are both of my favorite Christmas movies. My dad didn't really like it, though, because he thought the way Kevin was screaming in one scene was so annoying. But I thought it was kind of funny. So yeah, it was one of those scenes that my dad didn't like. But my brother and I loved the movie because my brother likes it, how the burglars looked, that being Marv and Harry. They were both really funny. Especially since my brother always said that one of the thieves looks a lot like a lead vocalist of the band System of a Down, Serge Tankian. And I like it because it was so wholesome and really taught you so much about family. And that's always the best thing about a really amazing Christmas movie. She was also the voice of Sally, as well as Shock in the 1993 movie, which is possibly my favorite, The Nightmare Before Christmas, which a lot of people would also recognize, obviously. But the times that she didn't voice Sally or Shock was in Kingdom Hearts and in the game The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. So, of course, that was the only time she ever voiced the characters. Still, she was quite memorable for that. Something that I would recognize it so much even after she passed. And another role I know the most for it, which was in a movie that my brother and I had when we were younger called Bartok the Magnificent. It's kind of like a side story to Anastasia because Rasputin's sidekick was Bartok, a bat. And she was the second character who was the main antagonist of the movie, Ludmilla, who was kind of like a servant to the prince, which was Ivan. She was trying to figure out what had happened to him when they found out that the prince was kidnapped. But it turns out he wasn't. Ludmilla was the one that trapped him. She planned to do it because she wanted the crown more than anything. So it was just a really interesting twist, but in a good way. Other roles I know her for was in Monster House as Mrs. Walters. One movie I actually have seen before, because I actually watched it last year for Halloween, because I thought it seemed very fitting since the whole thing takes place in a town during Halloween. And it was because these 3 kids wanted to show what it was like inside the house that was known as Monster House, which was owned by Nevercracker, and grumpy old man who buried his wife in the foundation of his house, which of course led to the house being possessed. Quite an interesting movie, though. In fact, my brother's favorite actor, Steve Buscemi, was in it, too. Another movie I know Catherine for was, of course, Over the Hedge. Probably one of my favorite movies, even if I haven't seen it. But I love it because there were a lot of recognizable names in the movie. That especially includes Steve Carell, which many of you probably know as Gru from Despicable Me, or for others who are fans of The Office, the main character of the show. I keep forgetting the character. I never understood why. But hey, it was still a fun show. I've seen a lot of clips, including about the famous "No God, please no" meme. Sadly, earlier this year, Catherine O'Hara died from pulmonary embolism due to cancer. She would have been 72 by now, and it's so sad, especially since she was really incredible as a voice actress, as well as regular actress. So after her death, she was cremated, and the ashes were given to her husband, that being Bo Welch. So, Catherine O'Hara, I'm really sorry you passed away. You were really amazing at Canadian-American voice actress. Yes, I did read that she was originally from Canada, then came here in America. And so, yeah, it's quite a tragedy, but may you rest in peace. So, here are two lines that I can think of that are just perfect for someone like Catherine. But it seems wrong to me. Very wrong. Kevin, I'm so sorry.